You cry and cry and cry. You walk around complaining. You walk around how much you hate your life. You walk around asking God, like, what's your purpose? What are you here to do? You walk around and you complain about how you hate everything pertaining to your life. But you're not doing anything to fulfill that purpose that God put on the inside of you. You're not doing anything about the destiny that He has placed on the inside of you. You're not doing anything with the calling that He has placed on the inside of you. How do you think you're going to feel fulfilled when you're not doing anything that your Creator told you to do? It is your girl Jessica, and welcome back to my channel where we talk everything raw, okay? Womanhood, faith, motherhood, and wifehood. Is that even a word? But I am back here again with another video. Today we are going to be talking about calling. We're going to be talking about purpose. We're going to be talking about how we can walk in our purpose and the destiny and give birth to what God has placed on the inside of us. He loves the fact that you lack knowledge in who your Creator is. He loves that. He loves that because that means you're never going to know who you are. And when you don't know who you are, you don't know who you're supposed to serve. You don't know what space you're supposed to occupy. You don't know what talents or gifts that need to be birthed out of you because you are confused about who you are. Can you imagine going to the doctor and your doctor doesn't know that he or she's a doctor? Can you imagine going to the doctor and you depend on your doctor to give you a diagnosis? You depend on your doctor to give you a cure about what's going on with your body, but they're confused about who they are. They're confused about the degree that they went to school with. They're confused about everything, knowing that they have the tools, they have the knowledge because they went to school. That is how you look in the realms of the spirit. That is how you look in the face of the enemy. The enemy is laughing at you because you don't know who you are. So as long as you stay confused, is as long as he's going to be able to play in your mind and to pry on your self-confidence, right? So I was dealing with depression and anxiety for a very, 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 very long time. By the grace of God, He brought me through full deliverance, and I no longer deal with any mental health issues. And in the midst of my deliverance, I started to understand who I was. My prayer used to be, God, show me how you see me. Show me who Jessica is. Show me the gifts, the talents. Give me everything. Give me the blueprint of me. Because if I understand the blueprint of me and I understand that I have an enemy, I am going to know how to combat that. I'm going to know when I have a doubtful thought or when I have a fearful thought about my assignment, about my purpose, I know it's the enemy because God has already let me know who I am. So what has been your prayer? What has been your prayer lately? Have you been asking God Himself? Because again, He is your Creator. He's going to be the one that knew you. He's going to be the one that's going to be able to tell you exactly what your assignment is. He's going to be the one that's going to tell you like, hey, I want you to do this. Hey, I want you to go here. Hey, I want you to go there. I feel like as believers, we sleep a lot on the Holy Spirit. We sleep a lot on the direct connection we have with God. That is going to give us the ultimate direction and anything that we do. So you're at that job right now suffering, okay? So you're at that job miserable. Who told you to go get that job? Did you consult with the Lord before you applied to that job? Or did you just apply and just said, Lord, have your way? Who gave you the authority to go at that job? Yes, the Lord could use everything that we do, every mistake we made, every mishap, every misdirection. He's going to use all of it for His glory. But there are some things that we endure in our lives that we were never supposed to endure in the first place. The children of Egypt was only supposed to be in the land of slavery. They were in captivity for a short period of time. They weren't even supposed to be where they were all this time. They were supposed to reach their promised land, I believe, in like 11 days, if I'm not mistaken. And they took years to get there. The children of Egypt took years to get to their promised land when it only was supposed to take them a couple days. Can you imagine the frustration? Because they were so disobedient, because they didn't understand they were God's chosen people. You are God's chosen child. You are God's vessel. He literally put His Spirit on the inside of you so you can go do what He has called you to do in this world of darkness. In the Bible, it says that the spirit that lives in us is greater than the spirit that lives in the world. The same Spirit that rose Jesus from the dead is the same Spirit that lives inside of you. How powerful it is that you compact all this spirit, you compact all this power, this authority, but yet you're not using it. You're not using it because you allowed the enemy to play in your mind. You allowed the enemy to prowl on your thoughts. You allowed the enemy to create these doubtful thoughts that you have of yourself to not fulfill purpose. So you don't feel like you're ready. Yes, God does prune. He does prune. He does put us through certain seasons where we unlearn certain things as well. Because I had to unlearn a lot of things. When I started to really walk with God, really walk with the Holy Spirit, there are so many things I had to unlearn by the things that I've been taught in church. You have no idea. Guys, we have to start opening up the Bible, the Bible, the Bible, the Bible. It is the Holy Spirit that is going to give you the blueprint of your life. It is the Holy Spirit that's going to tell you who you are. Yes, there's personality tests out there. Yes, there's gifts tests out there. And yes, there are some things that you may be experiencing in your own life now that shows you that you're a prophet, that you're an evangelist, that you will be a pastor, that you're called to children, you're called to women who are in the streets, you're called to people in the club, you're called to your friend group. There are going to be some signs and things that God does and kind of shows you that what you're supposed to be doing. However, if you want that blueprint, if you're tired of living day to day, if you're tired of being in this repetitive cycle where you're clocking in to make someone else rich, where you could be on YouTube right now making videos, you could be on a platform, you could have created a podcast, you could create an ebook, something to help believers, to even help people of this world. There are so many things, there are so many gifts that God has given us, but we have to tap into them. And we can't tap into them if we don't understand who we are. And we're going to understand who we are when we go to our maker. That's your season right now. If you're in this season, if you're just frustrated right now, I'm going to need you to comment down below. Comment down below where you are frustrated. Comment down below where you feel confused and that you don't know where to start, right? If you're anyone like me, I have literally been battling in my spirit for the last year and a half regarding my job, regarding my purpose. And it's not until this last year and a half that I started to feel unwell about my life, unwell about where I am in my walk with Christ. There's just something it's like this, the Holy Spirit inside of me is literally trying to push me, and it's trying to open up my eyes to see that, Jessica, this is not the life that I have for you. This is not what I called you to. This is not why I allowed your mother to carry you for 9 months and give birth to you. So it is now that I'm understanding that sometimes you feeling unwell in your position is a sign from God that you are in fact in the season where you are complacent. You are in fact in a season where you are in delay. There are some things in your life that are supposed to be moving forward, but for whatever reason, the enemy has you in a chokehold, whether it could be in your mind, whether it could be in your finances, whether it could be just everyone around you or your environment is hindering you from walking in purpose. Okay, so if you are a person who's frustrated right now, you're looking at this video, you said, oh my God, the Holy Spirit is speaking to me. I have something for you specifically. I have something for you. So if you are that person who is confused, frustrated in your walk, I have something in the description box below this video that you can actually have and you'll be able to use so you can get to that place that you need to get. Okay? I am very passionate about people understanding who they are because I know where I was because I was confused. God does not give us a spirit of confusion or a spirit of fear, but of love, power, and a sound mind. There is no reason why you should not be walking in your power. There is no reason why you should not be walking in the authority that God has given you. There is no reason why you are not walking in the purpose that Jesus Christ himself, your maker, your designer, your Father has given you. If you like videos like this, if you like raw talks, raw conversations like this, please do not forget to like, comment, and share. I want to hear you guys' thoughts. I want to empower you guys in the comments. Please share this with someone else as well. I definitely feel like this message could be sent to a lot of people who are in the season that I'm in a little bit and who have been struggling silently. So please do not forget to like, comment, and share. And I will see you guys in my next video. Stay empowered.